Hi, welcome back to another show. I'm your host, Damon Abbott.
What?
All right, I'm not Damon Abbott, but I am Patrick O'Mara. I'm an ISA certified arborist. I climb trees for a living in Denver, Colorado. And today we're going to talk a little bit about safety and why and what I do when I'm climbing trees for a living as an arborist. So the first thing that any good arborist does is protect themselves. So what I'm looking for when I come up to a tree, I don't just get in the tree. I go around and I look to see if there's anything that's up there that's going to hurt me. The first thing is electrical lines. A lot of trees grow into electrical lines, and I don't need to get zapped. So I'm looking all around, and I don't see any electrical lines up there at all, so I think I'm good on that. Now I'm looking in the tree, because I don't want to be surprised by a bee's nest or broken branches like storm damage that are going to fall down on me. And sometimes you even get something like squirrels or raccoons. I don't want to run into those if I'm not expecting them. I don't see anything up there that looks like it's going to be hurting me, so that's good. But now I need to look at the base of the tree. I don't know if this tree is in good enough shape for me to even climb. So I'm looking for things like fungus or mushrooms that are growing up that might indicate that this tree is breaking down or dying or decaying. And it looks pretty good right now. So I think the tree itself is safe to climb. I'm also looking for other things that I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit a house. I don't want to hit lights. I don't want to hit, I've got something over here. It looks like a heat lamp. I don't want to hit that. I have to pay for it otherwise. And I'm going to watch out for the fence too. But from what I can see, everything is all good. So I know that the tree, at least, is safe for me to climb. This is what's called a honey locust, or Gleditsia tricanthos inermis, for all you nerds out there, tree nerds. But this is a pretty stout tree, and these grow well in Colorado, so I trust this tree. So once I trust the tree, I need to see for myself what I've got going, and if I can protect myself, that's what I'm looking for. So I start with, obviously, got a big helmet. Every time I get hit in the helmet with a stick, it doesn't hurt. So I keep my helmet on. I also have safety glasses. These aren't sunglasses, these are safety glasses. Z87. I also have ear protection if I'm going to be using a chainsaw, but I also have these special pants. These special pants they're called cloggers, and they're out of New Zealand. They are a wonderful chainsaw pants, so I can actually cut into myself with a chainsaw and it'll stop before it does too much damage to my skin. So I'm pretty decent on that. I've got some good stout boots. I've got gloves. And because I rub my arms against the bark a lot, I don't need that damage. I don't need bleeding arms because of that. So I got long sleeve shirts, even if it's hot out. And because it's hot out, I'm also always going to carry water so I don't bonk. Other than that, I'm pretty good. So I need to get into the tree. What I do is there's a special way to get your rope up into a tree, and I've got that so far. You also use a special device. There are a bunch of different kinds that you can use. This is called a Rope Runner Pro, and this thing will hold all of my weight and then some. So what I do is I get it attached like that, cinch it up, and I have to do an on-rope test because I want to make sure that where I am attached up there is safe. So I slowly go down and I make sure that I can get feet off the ground and that this is going to hold me. I kind of move around a little bit. This thing feels like it's pretty tight, so I think I'm in good shape. Now, a lot of people think that I climb trees, which I do, but to get up into the tree, I actually climb the rope, not the tree, or I do a combo of it. So the way I do that is I'm using a stationary rope. This is called a stationary rope system, or SRS. What I do is I get a foot ascender, get that attached, and then I get a knee ascender, get that attached, and then I attach myself to the device so it pulls it up. Here we go. Here we go. And there we go. So again, I'm going to pull up, do one last test. I think I'm in good shape, so it's time for me to climb. And at this point, like I said, I don't climb the tree, I just climb the rope. And it's nice because for every step I take, for every foot I take, I go up a foot. This is a great way to do it because of how little energy you use. Stand clear, I'm climbing. All right, I'm getting near the top, so I need to take off. And I'm going to take off my knee ascender. I'm going to detach myself from my gear there. A rope runner. With what's called a lanyard. Goes around another branch and then back to me so that I can be attached in two different places. Go. I'm going to come down here so you can see me. I'm going to get detached from this real quick. Come down, stand clear. Going to use another one. There we go. All right. Damon, if you want to keep walking that way, there you go. So as you can see up here, and I'm pretty secure. There's about no way that I could fall unless I cut myself out of the tree. I've been doing it for, I'm not going to cut myself out of a tree. And there we go. Ta-da! Now, when I'm doing my work, I've got a fairly sharp saw. It's called a Silky, and this is one of the best saws in the industry. I don't want to cut myself, and I don't want to cut through my rope. So I make sure that I have my special lanyard on. I make sure that I have my main safety line on. And anytime I'm cutting, I'm going to be cutting with two hands for safety, and I'm going to be cutting away from myself. And what I'm looking for is especially dead branches up here. There's one right up here, so I'm going to stand up. I'm going to make sure that I've got 2 good feet on the ground, or on the limbs. I'm going to reposition this, my lanyard, and I'm going to let people know what I'm doing. Stand clear, cutting. And what people on the ground say, the people who are helping me, is they'll look around to make sure that no one's around, and then they'll say, all clear. So if we could get the cameraman to say that, stand clear.
Stay clear.
Say all clear.
All clear.
It is all clear. So we're good to go. I don't want to hurt the tree, so I'm going to do a special cut. I'm going to stow my saw. Stand clear. I'm going to break it, and I'm going to throw it down where nobody is. Stand clear. Branch coming down. There we go. Stand clear. Final cut. And I'm going to be real careful to cut this nicely. Stand clear. And there you go. Now there are a bunch of different things that I'm looking for when I'm up in a tree, and I won't go into all those, but that's one of the main ones that I do, is get those dead branches out. If I've got some rubbing branches or crossing branches, I'll do that too. But I've been pruning this tree for a couple of years. It's not in bad shape. So I'm going to come back down. I think I'm all good. The way I do that is I take off my lanyard, stand clear lanyard. I'm going to stow it, because I don't need that banging around. gonna make sure it's not too loose up here. I'm in good shape. Gonna weight my line again, and that's good. Now I'm coming down. Stay clear, descending. I'm going to make sure that as I'm coming down that I'm not tearing this tree up. There we go. And now I'm clear to descend. Anyway, appreciate you coming by today and checking out what we do in Colorado as arborists and how we do it safely. Have a great day, and remember, stay safe out there.